Hi guys, Irah here for United People TV. We're here with Dylan and we're here to do the player ratings because we know you will love them so much.
Everyone loves them.
Yeah, they do, don't they? The comments have been fantastic so far. We're going to start off with David Daheia. I am going to give David Daheia a 7. Decent performance. Yes, we conceded from a set piece, but I don't think there really was a lot that he could have done. Dylan?
Daheia. I'd give him maybe 6 or 7 because obviously he weren't too busy, but I think towards the end they had a counter attack on and he made a cracking save by the looks of it. He went down and got low. I'd give him between a 6 and a 7 there. I think it was solid for him. He's always good, isn't he, Daheia? So.
Okay, going across the back, Valencia, Jones, Darmian, and Rojo. As I said, they didn't really have that much to do, to be honest. And I think it's generally hard to give them a real rating.
I think Valencia you can look at. He had a good game. He was the most promising attacking outlet, I thought, going down the wing. But
7 for Valencia.
I'd give him a 7. Yeah, I think he was the only real attacking outlet that we looked like we had today.
Yep. I agree. I totally agree. And I'm willing to say 6 for the rest of them. 6 for Jones, 6 for Rojo, and 6 for Darmian, maybe.
The only comment I'd have on that is Rojo looks a bit shaky at times. There was a few times he just got completely turned and he was left for dead. And Darmian, he can't get forward and he gets beat easily at the back. I don't really know what he's doing.
I don't know. I'd say you got a point about Rojo, but he was the very last man, bar Daheia, and I think he did an okay job considering.
It's just not what we're used to, is it? We're used to.
Yeah, exactly. We've got defensive injuries.
Rio and
I think a 6 is a fair result, guys. Do you think a 6 is a fair result? Put it in the comments below. Let us know.
Maybe I'm wrong. God knows.
Who knows? I mean, people get so angry about the comments, don't they?
It's fine. Tell me I'm wrong. I love it.
Ander Herrera. I am going to give Ander Herrera an 8. 8 out of 10. And I generally think that Ander Herrera was our man of the match. The amount of passes that I saw him do and that were completed and his work rate was just second to none. I'm giving him an 8. What do you reckon?
Yeah, he was really useful today, Herrera. He kind of held the midfield together. He was spraying passes everywhere. But it was one of them kind of steely performances that he's been putting in. You know, where he's put himself about, and it's what you need against a team like West Ham, who's a bit pretty big and physical. So yeah, I think an 8's fair. He was very good today. Yeah.
So Pogba.
Going to your twin there now.
Yeah. Pogba. There was no dabbing today.
No.
I'm going to give Pogba a 7. I think, and I'd say a very solid 7 because, same again, the amount of passes that he put in, and he kind of like he was kind of like on the wings for like a large proportion of the game, but the amount of passes that he put in that final third. What do you reckon?
I don't know. For me today, I thought Paul Pogba was quite poor. I'd give him one of the lower ratings.
I think that there were a handful of passes that he did put in and didn't really connect. But I still think it was fairly solid by him. But that's me personally.
I think he was. I think when he was getting on the ball, he was trying to do a little bit too much today. He was beating his man and then trying to go back past him. And I think when he got booked, it shook him a bit because he obviously didn't think he deserved it. Also, Jose Mourinho didn't think he deserved it.
You can't knock his work rate, surely.
He worked hard. It's just I don't think things were coming off for him today. He looked like he struggled a little bit, but it happens with any player, doesn't it? He's a world class player, Paul Pogba. We'll see that in time to come, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay. Rashford. I'm going to give Rashford a 7 as well. I really think he's massively restricted out on the wing, on the left, and considering that he was on the left, I think he did as best as he could.
Yeah.
And therefore, a 7 on that.
Yeah. I agree with you on Rashford. I thought he made a lot of dangerous runs tonight. It's just when Zlatan was trying to pick him out on the counter a little bit, he weren't quite getting the pass, was he, Rashford, when he was breaking? And it was that's just kind of. I mean, he had that one chance, didn't he, Rashford, where he went 1-on-1. He didn't finish.
Yeah. In the first half.
He got 1-on-1, and he was thinking.
I really think he should have took another touch and just tapped it in because that keeper was there for the taking. Yeah.
But when you look at chances like that, you think, who do you want out of that squad running at the keeper like that? You want Rashford, don't you? Because he's got that.
Oh,
pace
yeah, I agree.
About him. Maybe Anthony Marshall. But he just, I thought he was solid today. It's just he weren't getting the ball into him as well as he'd like.
Yeah.
7th first.
Mata, Captain Mata. He didn't captain us to victory, however.
No, it weren't a victory, but go on. How did you feel about Mata? I'm interested about this one because I'm a bit mixed on him. I'm gonna say he was massively hit and miss. I'm gonna say a 6 on Mata. Not as good as what he usually was. I'd have gone for a 6 on Mata as well. It's he was getting the ball, keeping his close control well, but he weren't quite getting those penetrating balls through the defence.
Not his usual self. Not his usual self.
Like he usually is. He was just sort of keeping all the possession money. It's not what we used to.
Lingard. How do you rate Lingard?
He was poor today.
Yeah. I think Lingard had one decent chance to score. And we're giving Lingard a 6. And he didn't quite score it. Really kind of went missing, I think, for large parts of the game. Maybe not our best starter.
I don't think he should be starting. We've got better players. We've got players like Marshall and Mkhitaryan on the bench and Jesse Lingard.
Saying that, we have got Wednesday in mind to and I think that the team that was picked today really did have Wednesday in mind.
I don't think that's the way it should be, though. I'd say the league should take priority over the Carling Cup or whatever they want to call it these days. The league should always take priority, surely. Don't be putting out a weak side just for the Carling Cup. Come on.
Ibra, Zlatan.
I've been a big critic of Ibrahimovic, and a lot of people have moaned at me for it. Yeah. But I thought
got a goal.
I thought he was hit and miss. I mean, he pops up with a goal. That's how you've got to play when you've got to play like Ibrahimovic. He's 6'5". Put it into his head.
Yeah.
And he'll pop up with something. But if you're going to try and get him dropping deep, he comes deep a lot, doesn't he, Ibrahimovic?
I'm going to give Ibra a 7 because I think he generally he tried his best today. Plenty of chances on goal. And he looked like he really wanted to go for it. Provided that aerial threat, and he really wanted to go for it. And in certain games earlier on in the season, I generally think that he kind of came in with a half-assed attitude to a certain extent. I think 7's a fair result for him, to be fair.
Yeah. He looked sharper today, Ibrahimovic, but he's still not taking chances, and that's what he's there to do. I'm still mixed on Ibrahimovic.
Subs, Fellaini, Mkhitaryan, Rooney.
Well, Fellaini did fuck all.
Yeah, four Fellaini. He was fucking shit. He was fucking shit. He gave absolutely no. What are you doing? Get the shit off me.
Yeah, he
was shit.
He
gave absolutely nothing. Yeah, exactly. And in that time we should have been going forward and trying to attack.
He gave
Fellaini is not a Manchester United player.
He gave Dimitri Payet the opportunity to put in a dangerous ball from the edge of the box. Well, what's that about? Fucking belling.
Radio Rooney. 5. It's because he came on like as a sub. It's hard to really give him a 5.
He was playing the ball
not great.
Well, but
it was all right. Okay.
Played the ball about well, but he didn't make any chances, and he didn't have any sort of danger on goal. It's again, he's not looking him. He's not what he was. Is he?
Yeah, Mkhitaryan. What do you give him?
After midweek, I wanted to see him start because obviously he was pretty good.
I think everyone wanted to see him start because he played like like we'd kidnapped his family and like you play, otherwise they get it.
He's mad, and then we drop him, and then he comes on and he has to try and make a show for himself in a little bit. His close control was good in the middle, but Jesse Lingard was getting in his space a lot, and he didn't look happy with it. He lost possession a few times when he tried to back into his man.
5, maybe a 6 for. 5. 5 on the basis that he didn't really, get a chance to get in the game, and I think that's a fair result for him.
He should have had the full game today. Today was the day he should have
started
the Premier League game.
I totally agree. But maybe midweek he might come in again because this is the thing. Everybody puts in the comments. Oh no! How can you give such and such a bad comment rating? But
supposedly as good as Mkhitaryan.
But we'll see.
Starting in cup games, you want him starting in the league over players like Jesse Lingard, who do absolutely fuck all for the team. Other than running around looking busy and fucking getting in people like Pogba's space. You paid £89 million for a player like Pogba, and you've got some bellend like Jesse Lingard getting in his space.
Right. Anyway, there you have it, guys. Put your comments in the box below. Do you agree with our ratings or do you disagree with them? Put your own ratings in the box. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us Until next time, come on the Reds.